Alright, welcome back. For this week's video for I Lost It at the Club, we're going to look at a couple alternative exercises for some very common exercises out there. So this is not necessarily right along our theme of things we see done wrong on the gym floor, but more related to just some alternatives for some exercises. So it's going to touch a nerve, I think, for some of the women out there, but these are some alternatives for the inner and outer thigh machines. So we see a lot of people who still spend a good bit of time on the inner and outer thigh machines, and I always think of them as they're not a great use of your time when you could be hitting a much bigger muscle group than just those small areas that you're targeting with an inner thigh machine and an outer thigh machine. So here's two things that you could do. Your inner thigh muscles, what they do is they pull your legs together, obviously as you see on the inner thigh machine. So if you just take a squat and make a wider position to your squat, so widen your stance, still keeping your feet basically pointing forward, and just squat in that manner. All right, as your legs are wider, as you go down and come up, your inner thigh muscles are trying to come together and pull you up. And if you just take a wider stance on the squat, wider stance on the leg press, and you're going to feel it in your inner thighs, but also at the same time hit your thighs, your quadriceps, your glutes, your butt back there. So you hit a lot of other things as well as your inner thighs. So that's what we're really trying to hit is, can we take the same amount of time you're putting into your exercise now and get more bang for your buck, hit some more muscles. So when you look at the outer thigh machine where you're pushing out, and we're trying to hit the muscles on the outer thighs. Another good alternative exercise for that would be do what's called a side lunge. So you get into a lunging position and you just lunge sideways and back to the middle, and side and back to the middle. So as you're going out to the side and pushing back this direction, these muscles in your glutes and your outer thigh are pushing you back this way. And you can do it dynamically, so you can do a lunge where you lunge and back up, or you can do it more static where you just get in that position and lunge and back and lunge to the side. And if you want, you can hold some dumbbells in your hands, kind of put them on either side of your leg as you do that, and get a little added resistance there. So that's a good alternative for the outer thigh machine. Wide stance squat, wide stance to the leg presses are good for the inner thighs. So give those two a try this week and let me know what you think.